All right, so it's 4 o'clock, Pilates. I'm Janet, if you're new to this class. And all you're gonna really need today is your bodies. It's a total body workout. That's what Pilates is. You may wanna have, if you have like a bath towel, beach towel, just for some of the stuff, you may feel like you want some support for your back if we're doing seated. Obviously, if you have a ball, that's what we often use in studio. But a towel or a little pillow behind the back works just fine. So let's actually just start with a couple of cat stretches. So you're just going to round your back. You're on hands and knees. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. Round your back and go the opposite way. And again, round your back and go the opposite way. Just two more like that. Just sort of find that difference in your spine. So you're rounding and the opposite way. One more time here. Round and go the opposite way. And then just find a spot pretty much in the middle. So that's similar to like your neutral spine. You're not rounding, you're not arching. And then just go ahead from here, digging your toes into the floor. Start to lift those knees slightly off the mat and lower down. In that neutral spine, slightly lift and lower down. You can always continue with the cat stretches. Slightly lift. You're drawing your stomach muscles in. Slightly lift and down. One more here. Slightly lift and back down. You're going to slightly lift again. Keep that nice long line. Extend your right leg back into a plank and left leg back. So you're in a nice long line from the crown of your head, back to the toes, back through the heels. And we're just gonna warm up the tiniest bit here. Holding here with nice, long, straight arms. Knowing you can always go back with knees down. Hold, soften the elbows a little bit, and exhales here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press those hips back. Let's come forward again into that position. But this time you're going to bring one elbow down, the other elbow down. Holding, holding. Now create space in your shoulder blades. You're kind of putting them apart and then pinch your shoulder blades together. Open them and pinch together. We're just kind of warming up here. Starting to feel the center of the body, which we call your powerhouse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Set those knees down, sit back for a stretch. We're going to come back in that plank position. We're going to stay with just one leg working. So you will have the option to set the other knee down if you need to. But just try to, again, feel a little connection with the abdominals. Holding this plank position, let's just bring your left leg up first. Holding here. All you're going to do is keep this nice long line in your body that we started with. Draw that knee all the way in to the chest and bring it back. All the way in and back. All the way in and back. Remember your modification. All the way in and back. 4 more. 4, 3. So you have the option to have that other knee down or not. 2, 1. Press back to down dog. Take that weight away from the shoulders. and come forward again. So again, opposite leg lifts, right leg is lifted, and I'm going to just make sure that my toes and kneecap are pointing down to the floor. Holding here, bring that knee into the chest and back. Knee comes in and back. Again, you're drawing your stomach muscles in, keeping this nice long line from head all the way through the crown, from crown of the head to tailbone. You have 4 more. Again, I'll demonstrate that modification. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back to down dog again. And this time when you come forward, set those knees down for a stretch. Let's go ahead and we'll come back to a little bit of planking, very possible later. But we're warmed up enough. Let's just kind of get right into some seated abdominal work. So again, you're going to have the option to use something behind your back. I'm going to probably start without it, but it always is an option. And then holding here, we're going to bolt the legs together because I really want you to get that sensation of squeezing through the inner thighs. We're going to do a lot of work with those inner thighs today. So from here, you have the legs together, you're holding on, and you're just going to start to tuck and round a little bit. Bolt those legs together and hold on with your arms. Relax your shoulders down, and then just feel that little scoop of your belly, little tuck underneath your butt cheeks, holding and squeezing and holding and exhaling here. Just drawing those stomach muscles in for 8. Draw the belly in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, if it feels okay, you're going to reach the arms just above the knees. You're still squeezing those legs together. Maybe lift the upper body a little bit so chest has a little lift. Holding here. And again, just keeping your gaze just towards just above the hands and just coming up and slightly lower. Now really squeezing those inner thighs. Up and lower. Up and lower. And again, coming up and lowering. Lift and lower. Up and lower. So you're starting to feel a little shaky thing going on here in those tummy muscles. Remember, you can always have that towel, pillow you can put behind your back. Up, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, hold. Maybe just make sure that you feel your abdominals. You can bring those arms up a little higher. It's going to help us find it. Holding, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up for a little stretch. So we're going to go back down. This time, you're actually going to open the knees. So this time there's a little bit more focus on the outside. You're going to tuck it around, and we will be using these positions later on the mat. Relax your shoulders down, tucking those hips again, holding, holding. Just exhaling here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Same thing we did by reaching the arms. Just start to feel that work. You feel a little more in the sides, little connection with those outer hips and inner thighs. You're squeezing those feet together and lifts up, up, lift, up. Nice, lift. So keeping those lifts going, I'm just gonna demonstrate again. Keep that going, don't stopping. If you need to put something behind your back, this really makes a difference. I feel supported. I still am feeling my stomach muscles, and I can really press my belly in towards that towel or pillow, whatever's behind you, or the ball, reaching up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those legs again. Come on up for stretch. We're going to go back down into that position. Now you can reach those arms again. You are also having the option to bring those arms up higher. You can bring those hands back behind your head. So every time you change that, it's going to increase your challenge. This would be the most challenging. Holding here, regardless of your position, little lifts again, up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Pulse the knees open, open, open. So I really feel when I pulse those knees apart, I can feel big time the sides of my waist here. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, hold those legs again. Draw yourself all the way up. We're gonna go back down. Still keeping those knees open. Reach those arms forward again. Holding here. You're gonna go ahead and just reach down to the right and come back up. Over to the other side and back up. And again, over and back up. And again, over and back up. I'm definitely feeling those legs. I want to fight that urge to lift the feet. I'm really going to keep those feet down. 4. Now you can keep this going and intensify the work. Reach and up, reach and back up, reach and back up, reach and back up. And again, choosing whatever position works for you. Side and side. Keep that going. 4. I might have said 4 before, but that's just the way this is. 3, 2, 1. Extend those legs out now. So we're going to go back to bolting those legs together. Maybe even lifting the toes if you tend to feel your hip flexors. But I really want you to squeeze through those inner thighs. This time we're going to take both hands over to the right. Get a little bit of support here. Squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, and little lifts up. So we're concentrating on the waist again, but we're doing that with the feet together. Up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, hold. Now again, you can stay just like that. You're still squeezing under the butt cheeks. You have that option behind your back. If you choose, you can lift up. But I'm still going to bolt my legs together. Up, 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 And again, if you want a little more challenge on that waist, you're gonna go ahead, bring your right arm out with the palm up, left palm towards you, and I'm really starting to feel that side of the waist. 4, 3, 2, 1. We better go to the other side. Here we go. So holding on for that back support initially. And again, you can grab that pillow, whatever, put it behind your back. Just making sure that you feel the muscles we're targeting, which is your abdominals, not your back. You're holding and squeezing, hold and squeezing and tucking. And then when you're ready, if you choose, up, up, up. Nice. Left, up. Good. Up. 5, 4, 3. Here's your option. Yes, that opposite hand. So again, one arm is palm is out on your left, and then the other is facing you. So you're starting to, again, feel the side of the waist. Keep that going. So this is where you're targeting, yes, when you're over to that side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and extend those legs out. So we're going to still work the waist, but we're going to come onto the elbows. Now, once you're in this position, know that you can always go on your back. If this doesn't work for you, doesn't feel comfortable on your shoulders, you can go ahead and do that, going all the way down, just the same thing. So from here, you're going to press your hands down into the mat, lift your shoulders, and really get that. So when I push my hands down and forward, I can feel a connection with my low abs because I'm really anchoring my low back down. I'm pressing it down a little bit, which is better for safety. Your right leg is going to come up. Left leg comes up. Squeeze those legs together, drawing those tummy muscles in, holding here. We're going to open the toes and knees and squeeze them together. Open, squeeze together. Let me just change the angle so you can see me. Open and squeeze. Open. So I'm feeling inner thighs, outer thighs, waist, yes? So I can really feel that press and that squeeze of the heels and the inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those inner thighs together, nice and tight. Keeping that going. Start to float your right leg out. Hold it here. Now, once one leg is out, the other knee is going to slightly turn. So I'm in a slight turn out. I'm still on those forearms. And I'm going to, again, target the waist muscles. Hold there and just lift and lower. I feel a lot of low abs, sides of the waist. Low abs, sides of the waist. We're working in a lot of different positions in this class. This time we're really targeting the waist muscles and the low abs. You can come higher to the ceiling to support your back or lower if you feel okay with it. Then we're going to come back in. Opposite leg goes out. So one knee is turning out a little bit, just like we worked on seated. And you're going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, up. And we're doing our magic Pilates 8. That's 8 repetitions on these. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees together. Float your feet all the way down and lower completely onto your back. Turn your head side to side, release your neck. And then just with the feet on the ground, bolt those legs together again. Hands are going to go back behind your head, just to kind of warm up a little bit more, this time in a supine position on your back. You're going to lift the shoulders up and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, curling up and lowering down. You have 4 more there. 4. You can always support your head. So you're weaving your fingers together, or you're doing palm on palm at this part of the series. 2. Now curl up on 1. I'm looking at my tummy. It's nice and flat. I'm going to exhale out of my mouth, getting all the air out of my belly. And then I'm going to go back to opening those knees again with my heels a little bit lifted this time. So I'm not going to completely open the knees open, but just maybe 3/4 of the way. So it's a little wider than my shoulders and hips. I'm going to curl up, curl up, curl up. And I'm going to go into some little ovals to warm up the sides of the waist, a little more on the top here. So you're going to come up and around into an oval. Up and around. Nice and slow. You're trying to lift through the middle. That's it. Keep it going. Looks great, everybody. Good. Up and around. 4 more there. In that direction. 3. 2. 1. We're going to go the other way. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. 4. 3. 2. Hold to the center. Reach your arms forward. Turn those palms up to the ceiling. Reach to the right. Reach to the left. Reach to the right. My hips aren't moving. My legs aren't moving. Right and left. Right and left. You can always support your head again with your hands. 3, 2, 1. Hands are going to come back. Just drop left knee over the right. So now my knees are together and I'm going to drop those knees off to the side a little bit more. And just to make sure I feel the sides of the waist in this position, up. I'm again looking to that left hip. Up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and going to the opposite side, dropping those knees. Upper body is going to go over to this opposite side, up. So I'm again looking to the hip that's facing the ceiling, up. So what we're trying to do, we're doing these little chest lifts, we call them, trying to almost tire out the upper abs a little bit so that you have to go a little bit deeper in the rest of the Pilates work. 3, because these are the easy peasy ones to feel, yes? 2, 1, come back through center and lower everything down. Turn your head to the right again and to the left. Right leg is going to come up to a tabletop. Left leg is going to come to a tabletop. Now both those legs together, again, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Arms are going to be down into your low V. We're going into our twist. And I have my legs at tabletop. If your hip flexors get tired, you can always kind of collapse your feet a bit. But I'm going to cue you like this. Legs are going to go over to the right, over to the right, over to the right. That left hip has a little lift, just a little bit. I'm really trying to plant my rib cage down, not let that left side lift so much, and come back through center. Over, over, over to the left. I can feel that right rib starting to come up. I want to try and keep it a little bit lower. Right hip is lifting. And back through center. Again, over to the right, squeeze your legs. So No opening the legs. Over, over, over. Back through center. Over to the left. Back through center, let's add on. Over to the right. Reach those legs to the ceiling. Bolt those inner thighs again, don't let them open. Really reach your feet, sink your belly. Bend the knees. Back through center. Over to the left. Reach those legs, yes, 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 good. Bend. Back through center. Over to the right. Reach again, sink your belly. We're gonna lift that left arm up now. You're gonna lift, lift, lift. I'm gonna lift my head and shoulders. I'm pushing my right hand down, and I'm gonna lift up. So I'm feeling the waist again. Up, up, up. Keep that going. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees back through center. Let's go over to the opposite side. Over to the side. Reach those legs. Reach, reach, reach. Keep those inner thighs connected. Lift, reach your opposite hand. So your right arm is going up towards the legs. Legs are a little to the left. You're pushing your left hand down. And it's up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees back through center. Let's go over to the right again. One more time. Extend those legs. Holding here. You're going to lift up again. This time, see if you can bring that hand behind your head for support. Hold it here. Curl up a little bit more. Hold. And you're just going to do little switch. Switch. So I'm not actually crossing my legs here. I'm just going to move them in space. Just moving them, almost like just going right next to each other. 3, 2, coming up a little higher. 1, bend those knees. Over to the other side. Reach those legs. Here we're going to take that opposite hand. Right arm is going to come up. Legs are slightly off to the ankle. And you're going to pop up a little bit higher. Bring that hand back. And holding here. And little switch. Switch, switch. Feeling that waist, low abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees into your chest. Nice job. So let's go ahead, extend those legs along the mat. We're going to cross your right ankle over your left. So here's that squeeze of the inner thighs again. And then just once you're there, hands are going to reach up to the ceiling. You're going to lift your head and shoulders and reach. And lower back down. 2 more like this. Lift and reach. And lower back down. 1 more time. Lift and reach. And lower back down. Next time, you're going to lift and reach and hold. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Hands are going to go back behind your head. Curling up from here, you're going to just lift over to the right. Up. 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 Again, so working the waist. Up. 5. We're just keeping that left leg pressed down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that right leg to the ceiling. Reach that left hand past your right leg again. Up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms forward. Lower your head and shoulders. Hug your right knee into your chest. Switch your legs. Left ankle crosses over the right. Reach the arms up. Lift and reach. Curl up, and lower down. Curl up, and lower back down. Next time we'll stay. Curl up. Hands are gonna go back behind your head. Left leg to tabletop. You're gonna chest lift over to your left. Up, up. So that right leg is long on the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Let's reach that leg up to the ceiling. Take your right arm, reach, and up, 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 lift. Just getting that so you have no tension on those hip flexors. That right leg is down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee, hug it into your chest. Extend everything out. Right leg is going to come to tabletop. Left leg is going to come to tabletop. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. So we have that ankle crossed position. You're going to lift and reach, squeeze those legs. Bend the knees lower. Lift and reach, squeeze. You can always keep those legs bent. And lower. Lift and reach. And lower. Next time we're getting ready for a change. Lift up, hold, pump your arms. 103, sniff. So I'm using those inner thighs. Keep that going. You can always put your head down. I'll demonstrate that. You can just pump the arms. You can bend those knees. But we're using that connection with the inner thighs again to just feel a little bit more in those low abs, in the sides of the waist. Bend those knees, hug them into your chest. Uncross and recross. Left ankle over the right. Reach the arms up. Extend it out. Bend back down. Lift and reach. And bend back down. Next time we're going to stay, getting ready for a change. Lift and reach. Hold here. Bring your hands back behind your head. This time bend the knees in and stretch them out. This is basically a double leg stretch with a cross. Bend, ankles are crossed. They're just crossed. Squeezing through those inner thighs. And you have 4. You have 3. Let's check this out. Excellent. 2, 1. Lower everything down. So let's go ahead and still squeeze the inner thighs, but we're going to go into a little bridge work here. So a little bit of pelvic curls, and I'm going to have the inner thighs together. You can always open the feet a little bit if that bothers your knees, or put a little towel there between the knees. Arms are down by your sides. My feet are together, my knees are together. I'm going to press my low back down, start to tuck the tailbone away from the floor. So you can see I have a little space under my butt. I'm really squeezing and then peel back down. Let's do 2 more. Tuck and lift just like that. And lower back down. You're going to tuck and lift again. Hold here. From here, start to squeeze up. Now, if you can and you have those inner thighs together or against a little towel initially, just to help you with your knees, I want you to really, again, feel those squeeze of the inner thighs. And notice with the legs together like that, it's going to help you not lift too high. We really want to release the back, not feel any tension in the back, and just feel that squeeze and that curl. Yes, it's like you're in this little hammock shape, and you're just squeezing up, 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 up. 4 more. 3, 2, hold there. Just squeeze your inner thighs, sink in your belly. 8. That's it. 7. That's all you're doing. You're still lifted, yes? 6, you're on your back, you're lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold there. Now, all I want you to do, you're just going to lift your toes up like we did seated. And then you're going to open your knees and your toes apart. So again, I'm going to show you from this angle. If you're not sure, my hips are lifted, my knees are open, my toes are up just because. You're holding that position. So again, we're kind of doing what we did seated for our abdominal work. You're holding there and you're just squeezing underneath your butt cheeks, right in that, where the butt and the thigh meet, your thigh area. And from here again, you're going to squeeze, squeeze up. So I'm really starting to feel the back side. I'm feeling a little bit on the sides here. Up, 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 squeezing up. And you can always relax your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Holding here. Now this time you're going to pulse your knees apart, apart, apart. And again, I'm going to show you from there. You're on your back and you're pulsing open, 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 open. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to face you this way just so you can see what I'm doing, but your butts are lifted. I know they are. So holding here, you're going to squeeze everything together, everything apart. Everything together, everything apart. So you're going back to inner thighs, outer hips. Inner thighs, outer. Inner, outer. When the knees are together, it's inner thighs and outer. 5. Really starting to burn, I hope. 4, 3, 2, hold together on this next one. Lower your toes down, but not your butt. Bring your right leg up to tabletop. Hold here. Feeling a little more burning on that leg that's on the floor. And just from here, squeeze up. Up. You can always put that foot down. Up. So now knees are facing straight ahead. Inner thighs are still kind of working, but your legs aren't touching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that leg down. Same thing on the other side. Left leg comes up. Hips are kind of the same height from the mat. You can be higher or lower, whatever works for you. Squeezing up, 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 up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot, lower the hips down. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's stretch out the back and the hamstrings by going into our hamstring series. So you're going to hold on anywhere behind your leg other than the knee. Lift your head and shoulders. Curl up. And from here, give me a double exhale. Blow, blow. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, exhale. Nice. Really lifting yourself up to that leg. Still getting your abdominal work, but a little more stretch. Maybe flexing the feet. Can come higher to the ceiling or lower. Couple more here. Next time your right leg is up, curl up a little bit higher. Now go ahead, bring your hands behind your head. You're going to go back to that turned position. You're turning to the right leg. We're kind of going to a straight leg crisscross. And you switch and switch. Going back into that waist work. And switch and switch. And switch, and switch. We're going to add a reach. Opposite arm to ankle. Opposite arm to ankle. Getting that nice stretch, and stretch, and stretch, and reach, and reach, and reach. One more. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's rock and roll up. And let's go ahead, coming into plank. I warned you we might be doing some planking, yes? So we're gonna go ahead back onto the forearms. And just squeeze those legs together. Holding here, and you can always put your knees down on this one. Holding. Just exhaling here, squeezing those inner thighs. Holding. Barely lift your right foot up. Take that leg out to the right. So we're just adding on, you're staying, or you can continue like this. And back down. Left leg lifts. Out to the side. So we're feeling a little connection with the outer thigh. Bring it in and set it down. Right leg lifts, we're just alternating out to the side, in and down. Left leg lifts, out to the side, in and back down. Right leg lifts, out to the side, in and back down. Left leg lifts, out to the side, in and back down. One more time. Right leg lifts, out to the side, in and back down. Same thing on the left. Lift, out to the side, in and down. Set those knees down and stretch. And coming up into a plank position, we're going to add on to that little lift out to the side, adding a little push up if you choose. So you're going to barely lift your right leg up. Bring it slightly out. My toes are pointing down. I'm going to bend the elbows if I choose. Straighten the arms. Bring that leg in and set it down. Left leg lifts. Out to the side. Bend the elbows. Straighten the elbows. Bring it in and set it down. I'll show you that modification that we did in the beginning. Lift the right leg up. Out to the side. You can add your push-up here. Bring it back up, bring it in, set the foot down, switching your legs. Lift, out to the side. Add your push-up if you choose. Up, bring it in, set it down. One more, right leg lifts. Out to the side. Bend the elbows. Straighten, bring it in and down. Left leg lifts. Out to the side. Bend the elbows. Straighten, bring it in, set it down, hold, bend both elbows, hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, set those knees down and stretch. So you're going to go ahead onto your stomach. Don't worry, we're going to make sure to get some side work in. But you're going to go on your tummy. If you can't go on your tummy, you can do the same arm portion, seated or kneeling. So once you're on your tummy, we're going to squeeze those heels together, connecting with those inner thighs again. And you're going to reach the arms back, turning your palms up to the ceiling. So holding here, roll your shoulders back. And then again, I'm going to show you from a seated position what your arms should look like. So they're right here. You're just kind of rolling the shoulders a little bit open. You're squeezing your heels together with legs slightly lifted if you can. We're going to target the triceps here, the back of the arms, and of course getting a little extension in. Now once your arms are in this position, keeping them nice and long, nice and straight, I want you to squeeze the arms closer to your back. So imagine that, weather changed, pretty hot out here, and you're like, whoo, maybe my deodorant isn't working anymore, right? Morning stuff. So you're going to just squeeze your arms so that nobody can tell what's going on under those arms. You're going to squeeze the arms in, hold there. So from here, you're going to squeeze. We don't care about the hands. It's the upper arm, squeezes. 10, squeeze, 9, squeeze, 8, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 6, squeeze, 5, squeeze, 4, squeeze, 3, the arms are coming closer, squeezing, 2, hold. Now there's probably still a little space, maybe I can't see all of you, but I think you could squeeze your arms a little closer. You're relaxing your neck, relax your shoulders, but really working the back of the arm and squeezes. 10, 9, excellent, 8, 7, squeezing, 6, burning under those arms, those backs of the arms are working, 3, 2, could you come a little closer to your back? Could you really engage those posture muscles, squeezing the back of the arm at the same time? Squeezes, 10, 9, 8, 7, squeezing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more set of squeezes, but this time adding little beats of the heels. Squeezes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit all the way back and stretch. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead onto your right side. We're gonna start with a little outer hip, go to a little inner thigh, and more waist. So you're gonna go all the way down. Bend your knees in front. And then just make sure you have the space under your waist. You're going to lift your top leg up to the height of the hip. Holding here, you're going to extend that leg out. Make sure it's a little bit floppy. And you're going to lift up and lower. Up and lower. Now, of course, you can always take your hand, giving yourself a little more tension here. Up. 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 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up on 1. Now from here, I want you to just come a little bit higher. So right now I'm at maybe the height of the hip. I'm going to come a little bit higher, maybe up 2 inches. Then I'm going to bring my leg a little closer to me, to my chest and shoulder. So you're going to come forward 2 inches and just go down 1 inch. Lift up 2 inches. Come forward, maybe another 2 inches. And lower 1 inch. Up 1, a little higher 2, that's your 2 inches. Maybe coming forward 2 inches. Lower 1 inch. How about one more? Lift up 2 inches. Forward a little bit more. You know what? Let's not lower that inch. Let's just keep it where it is. Let's go back to those leg lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 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 hold. You have an option. You can just stay here. You can bend the knee. Or in either one of those positions, you can add circles. 10, 9, my outer hip is burning. 8, I'm really feeling that outer thigh. And a little connection with the waist. 4, 3, 2, other direction. Nice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. So again, if it works for you to get a stretch by bringing that foot forward, go ahead and do that when we start to work the inner thigh and waist. You're going to take your bottom leg. It's going to be super long. So the more you can reach out of that bottom leg, the more you're going to feel the connection with the waist. So I have a kind of a flex foot, maybe even leading from my heel on the inner thigh. So from here, I'm going to squeeze that leg up, 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 up. Nice. Lift. Up. Your head can be up or down, whatever feels most comfortable. And you can always take, at any point, if you need to take that leg behind, go ahead and do that. 3, 2, hold. Now you're going to take that leg up just a little higher, maybe 1 inch. Now I want you to take it back 1 inch. So it's actually coming further behind you. And again, pulses up, up, up. Keeping nice and long in that leg. Up. 4, 3, 2. Lift it up a little higher. That other inch. Take it back another inch. I'm really starting to feel the inner thigh. I can feel that waist. Lifts up. So good for the knees, yes? To work that inner thigh. 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more. Lift up another inch. Take it back another inch. Keep that up there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Let's come on up. We're going to that other side, starting with some outer hip. So again, knees are in front. So you have this little 90-degree angle. And again, you're going to lift up, extend that leg out. Soften the knee a little bit. Your foot is floppy. And from here, we're doing those little lifts we did before. Up, up, yes. And again, an option, you can always bend the knee. You can even help yourself lifting that leg. 4, keeping that nice long waist. 3, 2, hold that leg up there. So here's where we're going to add on, yes? You're going to come up about that 2 inches. Bring it forward an inch. Maybe 2 inches, I think we did on the other side, and down an inch. Lift it up 2 inches. Bring it forward an inch. 2 inches again. Just down an inch. 2 more like that. Lift up 2 inches. Forward. Just lower an inch. So each time it's getting higher and closer to your shoulder. Lift it up 2 inches. Forward 2 inches. Second side always hurts a little bit more, so it's not just you. Holding here. We're not going to lower this time. You're going to go up. Up. Do those leg lifts. Up. Up. Yes. 4. Up. 3, 2. Hold it there. Here's where you have those options. You can stay just like this. You can bend that knee, or in one of those 2 positions, circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other direction. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it out. We're doing that same stretch while we work that inner thigh as our final exercise. Reach, 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 reach. And from here, keeping that leg nice and long, leading from that heel. It's gonna squeeze up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come up another inch. Go back another inch. Lifts here. 8, 7, 6. Remember, you can always bring that leg back. 4, 3, 2. Lift a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lifting. Go back another inch. Lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You have one more. Lift up another inch. Take it back another inch. Lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come on up into a seated butterfly. You're welcome to do this on your back. Give yourself a nice stretch for your back, for those inner thighs. You guys have a wonderful evening.